Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we discussed one example how to prepare the simple purchase book, simple sales book, simple purchase return book and simple sales return book. We saw that with the help of an example. Now let's discuss one more example how to prepare the columnar purchase book. Columnar sales book, columnar purchase return book and columnar sales book for the types of goods. For the types of goods, how to prepare the columnar purchase book, sales book, purchase return book and the sales return book for the types of goods. So, columnar purchase book or sales book is prepared for the types of goods when the business is engaged in the purchase or selling of more than one types of good. In that, the types of goods of columnar purchase book is prepared. So let's understand with the help of an example. So here illustration 8 is given, that is question says that from the following transactions prepare columnar purchase book, sales book, purchase purchase return book and the sales return book in the books of Sri Pushpa Trading Company, which deals in cereals. So there are many types of cereals. So from the table question you have to find out which types of cereals are provided. So in the whole question there are three types of the purchase and sale of three cereals are taken place. First is wheat, rice and bajra. So now let's start with the first transaction, which says purchased from Bhavna Trading Company 1000 of kg wheat at rupees 20 per kg, 400 kgs of rice and 40 kg and at rupees 40 per kg and 500 kg bajra at rupees 15 per kg at 10% trade discount. So business is engaged in three types of goods, that is bajra, wheat and the rice. So first of all you have to make the table purchase book, sales book, purchase return book and sales return book with this format. So there would be three products, wheat, rice and bajra. You all know how to prepare this columnar purchase, sales, purchase return and sales return book. We have already discussed the formats of all of them. So just prepare all of the formats first. So in the first transaction purchase of goods has been taken place, correct? So so first transaction will go into the purchase book, will be recorded in the purchase book. So purchase was done from the Bhavna Trading Company. So you have to write the year, that is 2015, then September 1st. Name of the supplier here is Bhavna Trading Company's account. Inward invoice number is not given. So for the wheat, 1000 into 20 per kg. So it would become 20,000, but you have to minus the trade discount. So calculate 20,000 into 10 divided by 100. You will get 2,000. So if you minus 2,000 after 20,000, you will get 18,000 for wheat. That amount you have to write it in the wheat column. Then rice. Rice at 40 per kg. 400 kgs of rice at 40 per kg. So 400 into 40. That would become 36,000. So again you have to minus the 10% trade discount. So calculate 10% trade discount 16,000 into 10 divided by 100. You will get 1,600. If you minus 1,600 out of 16,000, you will get 14,400. That amount will be written in the rice column. Then bajra. 500 kg of bajra at rupees 15 per kg. So 500 into 15, it would become 25,000. So again if you minus 10% trade discount, you will get 6,750. Then amount will be written in the bajra column. Then again you have to total these three, 18,000 plus 14,400 plus 6,750. That would become 39,650. and I'm going to discuss one example of each. I'm not going to discuss all the questions. I want you guys to try yourself, okay? One example of each book: purchase book, sales book, purchase written book, and sales written book, because we have already seen the example of how to prepare the purchase book and the sales book. Now the next is purchased from Pratibha Traders of 500 kg of wheat at rupees 25 per kg and 300 kg of bajra at 12 per kg on 1th month credit. Invoice number is 223. So I want you guys to try this transaction by your own. It is purchased from Pratibha. So obviously this transaction will again go in the purchase book, Pratibha Traders account. Invoice number is also given, that is 223. And directly you have to write, in this trade discount is not provided, so you just have to multiply 500 into 25. That amount will be gone in the wheat column. Then purchase of rice has not taken place, so you have to put the dash. And 300 kg of bajra at rupees 12, so 300 into 12, it would become 3600. That amount will be written in the bajra column. Then you have to total these two amounts. 12,500 plus 3,600 would become 16,100. Got it? Okay. So now let's move to the next transaction, that is sold to Khushi Traders 700 kg wheat at rupees 30 per kg and 200 kg of rice at rupees 50 per kg. Trade discount 10%. Invoice number 102. So here sales of goods has taken place. So this transaction will be recorded in the sales book. Here goods are sold to the Khushi Traders. So Khushi is our customer, so you have to write it Khushi Traders account in the name of the customer. Then outward invoice number is also provided, that is 102. And 700 kg of wheat at rupees 30 per kg. So you have to multiply 700 into 30. That would become 2100. But trade discount is also provided, so calculate 10% of 2100, and if you minus that trade discount, you will get 18,900. That amount will be written in the wheat column. Then rice, 200 kg of rice at rupees 50 per kg. So 200 into 50, that would become 10,000. And again you have to minus the trade discount. So 10,000, if you calculate 10% of 10,000, you will get 1,000. So if you minus 1,000 after 10,000, you will get 9,000. That amount will be written in the rice column. And as the sale of bajra is not taken place, that's why you have to put the dash. And again you have to total it, 18,900 plus 9,000, that would become 27,900. That amount will be written in the total amount column for the Khushi Traders account. Then next is purchase from Ram Rahim Trading Company 300 kg of wheat at rupees 15 per kg, and 50% of the amount was paid immediately. Invoice number is 250. So here purchase of goods is taken place, so this transaction will be recorded in the purchase book. So it is purchased from the Ram Rahim Trading Company. So our supplier name is Ram Rahim Trading Company's account. Then invoice number is also provided, that is 250. Then here trade discount is not provided, so you have to just multiply 300 into 15, that would become 4,500. Only this purchase of wheat has taken place, and rice and bajra has not taken place. That's why you have to put the dash in both the column. Total would be the 4,500. Then next is Khushi Traders written 100 kg wheat as the same was of inferior quality. Issued credit note number 10 was given for the same. So Khushi Traders, Khushi was our customer. Yes, we sold goods to Khushi Traders, but now Khushi Traders is returning that goods. That's why it would become the sales return. So this transaction will be recorded in the sales return book. So name of the customer is Khushi Traders account. Then credit note number is also provided, that is 10. So wheat is written back. So 100 kgs wheat is the same, was the inferior quality. So 100 kg. So you have to look back to the Khushi Traders transaction which taken place on 8th of September. Transaction was sold to Khushi Traders 700 kg of wheat at 30 per kg. So Khushi Traders returned the 100 kg only. Out of 700 kg, Khushi Traders returned 100 kg. Price was 30. So 100 into 30. That would become the, sorry, not 100 into 30. So yes, that amount would be the 2700. 2700. So that rice and bajra is not returned back. That's why you have to put the dash, and amount would be the 2700 in Khushi Traders account. Then the next is goods received from Khushi Traders was sent to Pratibha Traders, debit note number 15. So goods which were returned by Khushi Traders, now it was again sent to the Pratibha Traders. Pratibha Traders was our supplier. We purchased goods from the Pratibha. So that goods was returned to Pratibha. So that is known as purchase return book. So that this transaction will be recorded in the purchase return book. Name of the supplier is Pratibha Traders account 2500. Amount will be the 2500. Debit note number is also given, that is 15. And again you have to total it, 2500 in the total amount column. Then the next transaction is purchased 400 kg wheat at rupees 20 per kg from Hetvi Traders on cash. Cash discount 10%, invoice number 40. So in this, cash purchase of goods has taken place. So for the transaction of 20th September will not be recorded in any of the book because it is a cash purchase. So now let's move to the next transaction, that is 50 kg wheat was returned to Hetvi Traders and immediately cash was received. 50 kg wheat was returned to Hetvi Traders. Hetvi Traders was our supplier. We purchased goods from the Hetvi Traders. That goods is returned back to the Hetvi Traders. But cash was paid. Immediately cash was paid. That's why no entry will be no entry will be passed for this transaction which is taken place on the 21st September. Then next is purchased from Puja Traders 500 kg of rice at rupees 60 per kg and 1000 kg of bajra at rupees 18 per kg. Trade discount 10%, credit 1.5 months, and invoice number 301 is provided. So purchase of goods has been taken place. So this transaction will go in the purchase book. So name of the supplier here is Puja Traders account. Then invoice number is also given, that is 301. So purchase of wheat is not taken place. So you have to put the dash. Now rice was purchased, 500 kgs of rice was purchased at 60 per kg. So 500 into 60, that would become 30,000. Again 10% trade discount is provided. So again you have to minus the 10% trade discount. Please don't forget if trade discount is provided. So if you calculate 10% of 30,000, you will get 3,000. So if you minus that 3,000 out of 30,000, you will get 27,000. That amount will be written in the rice column. And the bajra is also purchased, that is 1000 kgs of bajra at rupees 18 per kg. So that would, if you multiply 1000 into 18, that would become 18,000. Again you have to minus the trade discount. So if you calculate 10% of 18,000, you will get 1,800. So if you minus 1,800 out of 18,000, you will get 16,200. That amount will be written in the Bajra's column. So total the 27,000 plus 16,200, that would become 43,200. Done? Okay, now let's move to the next. So next transaction says that 50% of the goods purchased from Pooja traders. The goods in the above transaction, purchase of goods was taken place from the Pooja traders. But now 50% of goods which was purchased from Pooja traders were sold to Prathna traders by adding 20% profit. Invoice number 105, 50% of the amount was paid immediately by the Prathna traders. So, goods which was purchased from Pooja traders. Now, again that business, now goods is with the business. So, now that goods is sold to the Prathna traders. So, obviously this entry will go into sales book because it is sold. Sales of goods has been taken place. So, this will be recorded in the sales book. Outward invoice number is also given, that is 150. This is the extra information given, like which was purchased only, but yes, for the amount you have to see this is not the extra. 50% of goods. So the total of total goods which was purchased from Pooja traders was here, total is given, that is 43,200. But only after 43,200, only 50% goods is sold to the Prathna traders. So you have to calculate 50% of 43,200. Whatever amount you will get, that is sold to the Prathna traders. So amount would be the 16,200 and 9,720. So the amount total would become 25,920. Correct? %. Total was 50%. 50% of rice and 50% of bajra. Got it? You have to calculate like this. And still, if you don't have any questions, like detailed explanation is also provided after each illustration example. So please go through that summary of the if you don't get, if you have any questions or any doubts, please go through that detailed notes. Okay, so now let's move to the next transaction, that is Prathna traders returned 50% of the goods which was immediately returned to Pooja traders. So for this, two entries will be passed. First, Prathna traders returned 50% of goods. So this is Prathna was our customer, so it would be the sales return. So that one entry will go in the sales return book, that is Prathna traders account. Credit number is also given, 115. Only 50%. So you have to calculate 50% of 16,200 and 50% of 9,720. Whatever amount you will get, that amount you have to write it in the rice column and the bajra column. Now, again, which was Prathna returned goods to the business, correct? 50%. And again that goods was returned to the Pooja traders. Pooja traders was our supplier. Business purchased goods from the Pooja traders, but business now returns that goods to Pooja traders. That would become the purchase return, correct? So the another entry, another effect will go in the Pooja traders account in the purchase return book. Amount would be the 6,750 for rice and the 4,050 for the bajra. 50%. You have to calculate 50%. Okay. Then you have to total it. That would become 10,800. And the last transaction is Archana Trading Company placed an order for supplying 800 kg wheat at rupees 30 per kg and 400 kg rice at rupees 70 per kg. So for this transaction, only an order has taken place. So no entry will be passed in any of the books. So with this, now we are done with the sum, correct? So at the last you have to total it for all the books. First total the purchase book, then total the sales book, total final total, then final total it for the purchase return book, and final total it for the sales return book. Please don't forget to total it, because if you do not total you will not get the full marks. So please do a final total of each book at the end of the sum. So with this, now we are done with this one example. So in the next video we are going to discuss how to prepare the columnar purchase book according to the goods and expenses. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.